Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. So again, thank you for tuning in tonight. And I am going to be showcasing on page 30 and 31 the Lights Aglow suite. So if you want to grab your catalog, that's what I will be using. Before I switch over to that, I just want to remind you it is Christmas in July. Don't forget to check out our apparel shop, Stampersdelightshop.com. Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is stamps. We have a t-shirt, sweatshirt, gift bag. We also have a Christmas mug and also mugs like you just saw me use. So don't forget to check that out. Also, don't forget Donna Gray and myself. We have a sweet Fun Fold Club, Sweet Licious Fun Fold Club. Every month we showcase one of the sweets and we show you 2 fun folds. We each do 1 and 3 variations. You can join that anytime. And coming up this Sunday for the US, it's Monday in Australia, but we have our Christmas in July craft party. That's an online party. Anyone can join that. There is a fee. If you're in the US, you contact me, sign up under me, and you get a goodie bag in the mail. Product in the mail, I should say. You don't need that product to follow along in the craft party. If you're a global member or subscriber, you just want to do the global one. We can't send you product, but you can join. There is a link for joining if you're global, not in the US. If you're in Australia, of course, you want to contact Donna. And we are going to kick that off. I'm going to kick it off at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday morning. There will be a list of probably times that we will be uploading or going live, and it is Facebook. Okay, so you do need to join through Facebook, or we will invite you through Facebook. So I hope you'll think about joining us for this great Christmas in July craft party. It's the first time that we are doing it global, so that should be fun. Okay, so let's get started. Again, this is the suite that I'm going to be using, and this is an awesome suite. I know people think it's a little pricey, but look what you're getting. You're getting 2 stamp sets. You're getting 2 dies. You are getting the ribbon, the festive pearls. 3, actually, DSPs. You've got the glitter paper. Or glimmer paper. You've got the festive foils. And then you've got these great 6x6 pieces. And there's 48 there. There's 6 there. 6 there and 6 here. So, I mean, it is a great deal. And I love these pearls I use for everything. I'm telling you, I just absolutely love those. So let me show you a few samples first. I'm going to keep actually the catalog right here so I can just show you what I've used. Now, most of these cards are my usual measurements. So this card right here is using the designer series paper here, which is 6x6. And I cut that down to 3 3/4 by 5. I added that gold glitter paper, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then, of course, our very vanilla half a sheet of cardstock. And I use the thick, very vanilla. There are the pearls, and let me just show you the dies before we get started. I should have showed you those. Okay, so these are the dies for this. Great label dies. I mean, this is, there's just so many things to do with this. I could have gone crazy. And we have these dies here. There's quite a few dies, and here's another one for a sentiment, little Christmas tree. And you'll see me use some of that. So again, this is a great suite. And there you can see I used the ribbon. So here, the one thing that doesn't come with the suite that I used was our red glimmer paper in the mini holiday catalog. I just wanted this kind of gold, off-white, or vanilla and red. And then in the inside, wishing you a season of hope and light. So that was the first card. The second card, I used, again, the 6x6 paper. And everything else, there again, I used the red. And I used cherry cobbler. Now, a lot of people ask me, how I figure out what colors I'm going to use. I'll be honest with you. When I pick a suite out, I go right to my cardstock and colors and pick these colors out here. Once I'm crafting and creating, I might change it up a bit and add some other items, but I start there. So this is Cherry Cobbler. And again, there's no background to this like this one. So this paper is the 4 by 5 1/4, which would be the same as that gold one. And of course, you can see I changed to you the greeting to you and yours this Christmas. And I did that in the gold, and then I also used the red back there. It might be harder for you to see. Just go to Stampersdelight.com for the still shots, and I just zigzagged that ribbon. Absolutely gorgeous. Nothing comes out bad with this suite. And there's the sentiment in there. And of course, when I take a 6 by 6 piece of cardstock and I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 or 3 3 3/4 by 5, you always have a strip left over. And let me just show you here. So that doesn't quite finish the lip off, but it still looks nice. I like to do it this way. I don't have leftover strips, and I have a great envelope for my beautiful card. The next one might surprise you. Nobody thinks of black for Christmas. But again, I use the 6 by 6 paper here. I use that gold snowflake. Same measurements. This is 4 by 5 1/4. That's 3 3/4 by 5. And then what I did, and you can't see it, but the gold background here, I actually cut those out of that. And then I layered this paper on there so you can't see the hole. Definitely want to do that and save some of your paper. I also did that with this one. I cut out a gold tree, and I used it for that card. I've done that before, and I have shown that. So just take the gold paper and put some elements or dies inside there. And then when you cut it out, all you need is that edge. How gorgeous is that? Black and gold for the holidays. Now, these gems right here are actually from one of the suites in the catalog. I'll be showcasing at another time. And let me just tell you what they are. They are the Leaf Label and Amber Gem Combo Pack on page 83. I wanted some yellow or gold, some larger ones for this, so it popped out more. So that's what I used for that one. Now for this one, I did use, I'm telling you, I love this paper. Again, I used the 6 by 6 and the glitter paper. You will see some things with this paper, I promise. And here's there's the label right there. And you can see I threaded that through. I used the very vanilla glitter paper and the gold with some Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. And of course, there's that great die. I love these label dies. And then there is the inside of that card. Again, same measurements. Okay, so now for the foil paper, this one right here, what I did was I cut that, same measurements, 3 3/4 by 5. And then I took this, let me just think which one it was, the smaller, oh, here we go. Let me just show you. Because what they do is they don't actually cut the paper. This one right here actually just cuts out this element here. Okay, so it doesn't actually cut the paper like this. It just cuts some holes in there. And there's one more, and I think it's in the other packet. All of these little dies do the same thing. Here it is. This one right here, that's that. So what happens is you just layer those snowflakes onto your designer series paper or your cardstock, and it doesn't actually cut them out. It just cuts the holes so that you can see more of that glitter paper. And of course, this is the Evening Evergreen. Like I said, I did a lot of samples with this because I absolutely fell in love with it. The next card I did was I did the same thing. I backed it with the red glitter paper, which is in the back of the catalog. And here, and I'm going to show you how I did this too. I just stamped this stamp onto the Soft Succulent. took the die, just the insert die right here, and cut that out. And then you have these tree holes. But I'm going to show you a little trick. If you don't think that you see enough of those holes, I'm going to show you a trick on our next, on the card that I'm going to be showcasing to get a few more. This right here, and you might guess how I'm going to do that. This is this die right here, and that makes it look like lights. So there's another card. And then a lot of people don't use, you know, stars on their trees or an angel. I know a lot of people use a big bow. I'm just going to grab a sip of my coffee here. And that's what I did for this one. And then draped it down. Again, standard measurements. As soon as I saw this sweet, excuse me, when I talk a lot, I get congested here. I knew I had to do a Z-fold card. Now, I will put the measurements for the Z-fold card on Stampersdelight.com, but I've done these before. So here again is that foil paper backed by the glitter paper. And here's some glitter paper here, and of course here. Now, behind here, you can see the gold. Behind here, you see the very vanilla. And when you open up this Z-fold card, there is another gold. So it is gold, very vanilla, gold, the glitter paper behind there. But when you close that, you're going to see the back of this tree. And let me just flip it. So you see back here, it's white. So what I did was I doubled those up, layered them, and then I just took another piece of the green glitter paper and used, without cutting it out, I didn't need to see the lights or anything. I just cut one of those out and I glued it to the back of this so that there's no white. I hope that makes sense. If you have a question, just ask. I will get back to you. So there is my Z-fold card with the 3 trees. And you can actually add more if you'd like. And there's that beautiful ribbon. I'm in love, love, love this ribbon. And that's my Z-fold card. Now, the next thing I want to show you is these little 6x6 papers, because you get so many of them. And one of the things that they said on the video, you can cut these in half or in quarters and use these for 3x3 cards. Absolutely, you can. But as soon as I saw them, I thought, Christmas tags. So let me show you what I did with these. So I made the Christmas tags. I'm just going to move this out of the way because there's green here too. So I'm going to be making more. There's the green. I don't make a lot of 3x3 cards, but I make a lot of tags. I'm using my trio punch. I'm using that one right there. And just be careful when you do the trio punch. You want your sides to be going the right way. You see this one's a little off. I did it backwards. And if I didn't tell you that, you probably wouldn't know. But you do want to make sure you got it going the right way. And that's what I mean. See, these are like scallops in. This is a scallop in and that isn't. But it doesn't matter. It's a tag. So I layered that with some of the stylish shapes. And then I use the round die here to put my sentiments in there. You can also put to and from on the back. You can add some very vanilla back here with a circle for a to and from. But I'm not sure what I'm going to use these for. They may not be tags for a gift. They may be tags for a gift item. So that's what I wanted to use them for. So there's some more tags. So there's more ideas with that. Okay. So now we're going to craft a card, and I have no clue what I'm going to do. I just know I want to show you something. So here's that beautiful paper. Again, this is the 6x6. And it is cherry cobbler back there, but there's a lighter color. So I'm going to use the sweet sorbet. I think sweet sorbet will look fine with that. It's a lighter color. To me, it's in between a pink and a red. So I am going to go ahead and cut my base here. And then let's see. I'm thinking as I go along here. This is definitely a card on the fly. And I know you all say you like that, so let's go with that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of gold foil. Let me see if I have a large enough one already cut. I don't think I do. So I got to go grab, let's see, do I have one here? I got green. Maybe I'll use the white, the very vanilla. No, I really want to use the gold, I think. Let me grab that gold. I have another one over here. Okay, I'm going to cut this down right here to be 4. Now, if you took my online class, they went out already, and you got half a pack of this. It does curl up. I don't know why, but it does lay flat once you put the glue on it. And I will be announcing my August online class soon. Thank you to all that joined that. And if you join my mini Christmas in July retreat, that'll be going out by next Monday. That's going to lay right on there. So that's 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5. Because I want that gold to show through. Now, this is what I was talking about. I would normally cut some pieces out of this before I lay it down, but I want the gold to show through on here. So let's see how we're going to do that. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to just cut a little bit of that out. Again, I want to save as much as I can. So what I know what I have an idea of what I want to do. I want to do that. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to save some of that gold by doing this. Over in the corner here, I'm going to cut that out. You're going to see why in a minute. Let me bring in my die cutting machine. And I am going to put this over to the edge here. I am going to cut this out. So that saved me a little bit of glitter paper. Put that over there because I will be using that soon. All right, now I can go ahead and lay this down. And this one's actually going to go on top of it. So I'm going to lay this down first. And I am using my Stampin Seal. I'm using a lot of it. You don't really need to use a lot of that on when you're laying things down, but this is a thicker paper, so I'm going to add that right there. Okay, now this piece is actually going to go right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. So this is just a quick, easy little fun fold, I guess you could call it. And I do think I want some ribbon back there. It may end up getting covered up, but I want to put it there before I lay it down in case. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to use it. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go ahead with that. Are you loving this sweet? This is probably my favorite right now. Boughs of Holly was one of my favorites too. Which, yes, I know I was pronouncing wrong. Why I was putting an R in it and calling it burrows of holly, I don't know. But thank you, everyone that told me I was saying it wrong. What can I tell you? I'm from New York. We just go with the flow here. Okay. Now, this piece right here, I probably will glue down. But I'm going to leave that for now right there. I'm going to bring in this piece. And I am going to bring in a piece of our soft succulent. I'm going to ink that up with Evening Evergreen. Now, I am going to cut this out. And I also want those lights to come through. So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. I'm going to bring that die cutting machine back in. And just to be on the safe side, I am going to grab some Post-it notes. Remember, I said I had a little trick to show you, and some of you may already know the trick. Okay, so let me lay this one down first. Put that right about there. And I think I can probably put that right in there. It'll still cut it out. I know those Post-it notes might be in the way, but I think we'll be all right. We'll find out. You can do them separately if you want. All right. Let me just wheel that through. And I will have a new video on Friday morning. I'm not live this week. These are recorded videos. I know I'm usually live on Monday nights, but I couldn't be tonight. And I didn't want to wait for this. Okay, so here's all those, and see it fell, all those little notches fell out. Falls out really easy. You can just poke out the ones that didn't, or use your wire brush. If you put it around the back, you can see better. But this is the little trick I wanted to show you. I like a lot of lights on my trees for Christmas time. So if I put this over here, you can see the gold, but I want more gold. And here's the way you get more gold. You're going to take that one die, this die right here, and we're going to bring back that die cutting machine. And you see where these holes are and these holes? In between those, I am going to cut some more holes. I want a lot of lights on my tree. Now, there are a lot of pieces to this set that I haven't used yet, which is okay because I will be using this again. This is Christmas in July, and once I start doing more Christmas, I will be bringing that set back out and using the pieces that I didn't use this time. And I'm not even worried if this moves. The more holes in it, the better. So you can't hurt it. And you see now those larger holes? It's going to make for more lights. I'm going to do a couple more here. Let's see. Oh, let's just keep going with this. I think one more will do it. We'll do one right up here, up towards the top. Okay, move that out of the way for a few minutes. Now, I'm just flicking these because they fall off so nice. When I put that over here, look at how many lights you can see now. Right? Love it. Sorry, I get excited, especially with Christmas stuff. Okay, we are going to glue that down. Now, you can use your adhesive, adhesive that we have, you know, the sheets. But because I wasn't sure what I was going to do, I'm just going to use some of our liquid glue. Let's add some of that to hold it in place. Okay, we're just going to stick this down for a minute. So we're going to leave that right there. And now I need, what do I need here? Well, let's bring that back in because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this right here. I think I'm going to lay it down just like that. Oh yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's glue this down. This is going to go right here with Dimensionals. I was going to give that a few minutes to dry, but it's drying as I'm doing this. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my newsletter. It's all free to do. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and comment on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. Now, I want to do my sentiment next because I'm not sure what I'm going to do at the top of this yet. So if I put this here, I kind of like that. So this is that circle one. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use a gold one. We're going to keep with the gold. So here's a gold one that I had done before. I'm going to use that. Now, with my stylish shapes, I have this little thing that I bought on Amazon. Let me just show it to you. So I have keep extra shapes next to me. So this I got on Amazon, and you can see when I cut out dies, I keep them right here, and I have a tray for Very Vanilla so that I can just grab one. So I've got some circles here. This one's too big, so let's see what fits this one right here. The small one we're going to go with. But I think I'm going to go with vanilla. Do I have a vanilla one? Let's see. Might not have a Very Vanilla. Might have to go with the white. Let's check it out. I don't have a Very Vanilla. Small enough. Okay, how about an oval? I got an oval Very Vanilla. That'll work. That's actually to the one of the masculine sets, but I don't really like the what. I want the. I'm gonna go with that. I didn't want the oval. So let's just go with the white since there's. But that's off-white there. Okay, bear with me a moment. I'm changing my mind here. I just really like the off-white or Very Vanilla. So let me grab one of these. What do I want to do? Come on, tell me what I want to do. I'm going to go with the white. It's already cut, so let's do the white. We can mix white and off and Very Vanilla. I am just going to use very simple sentiment. Let's see, does the joy fit? Nope. I actually think I want to use a smaller sentiment. 'Tis the season. That doesn't fit. Okay, well, this is not going my way. So we're going to change the whole thing now. We're going to use this one. And how about we just grab this, which does go to the set. Now that's too big. I want that. I want that there. I want that. Sound like my son. I just like that, and I want that to stay there. So let's grab a smaller piece here. How about that? Can tuck that back there. Yeah, like I said, this is definitely, oh, you know what? This is definitely on the fly, and you can see how I create things. Let's take this. This goes to the set. That would be right there. Let me see what sentiment fits on that. I'm thinking that I can do this. I can do this. Let me grab cherry cobbler. And try something different. This is what it's like when I'm creating at my workstation. I love this saying, to you and yours at Christmas. Now, I am actually going to lift this up and see if this will work. That's over a little too far. So let's see if I can, what do we want to do here? I want that. I'm going to move it up just a hair. I have an idea, so I just want to see if it's going to work. There we go. Okay. Whoop, that was my, okay. All right, got it. So I'm going to take this circle. I'm going to glue that down. I mean, you are seeing me like I would be at my desk. I'm going to leave that there. This is actually going to go right here now. Changed it all up. But before I do that, I am going to grab that ribbon. And I'm going to take quite a big piece. I am going to make a bow here. Okay, and the way I do that is loop, roll it around, loop it in there, pull the ears and the tails at the same time, and then just make it smaller. Don't want a real large bow. I just want something small. That's actually going to go right there. And that's long enough. Let me cut another piece off here. That's going to go right there. You see where I'm going with this? Okay, so let me grab a... Actually, let's do it this way. I am going to use my Stampin Seal. Let's see which way I want this. This way. I'm going to add some Stampin Seal, just like that, on my bow. I'm going to add the bow right there. And then this is just going to cascade down. And you can twirl it just a little bit. I know what everybody's asking. Isn't it going to get messed up in the mail? It might. This is where I'm going to bring in my glue dots. Just so I can hold a couple of those in place. And then maybe one more down at the bottom. They stick to your fingers. There we go. And the same thing with this side. And we're going to cascade that one down here. Right about there. Now I'm just going to trim off at an angle right here. That one's already done. I'm going to take the sentiment, and the sentiment is actually going to go right here. But I want that up a little bit, so I am going to use dimensionals. I want that just puffed up just a little bit so it doesn't crush too much of the ribbon. I'm going to put those right about there. And add that. All right, now to finish it off, Let's grab some of those gems. And sticking with the gold theme, I'm just going to add a couple of gems up here. Maybe one down there. Doesn't really need too many because it's got all that beautiful glitter already on it. I'm going to open the inside, and I want a very vanilla piece here. Let me grab one of those. So this says, to you and yours. Actually, I'm going to put a couple more right there because I got a lot of space there. There we go. There we go. And for the inside, to you and yours. And I love the font on this Merry Christmas. So we're going to use the Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to grab this little guy for the inside. Again, if you'd like to place an order with me, use this host code. That's my host code for July. If it's less than $150. If it's $150 or more, don't use the host code because you want to get the Hostess Rewards points. Okay, now let's see what else we have left here. Somewhere on this messy desk, I do have that piece of Designer Series paper that I cut off, although I can't find it right now. Oh, there it is. And this is what I was saying. So I cut this at 3 3/4. And of course, this is 6 inches because I didn't trim that down. So I find myself with a lot of leftovers. I could make this into a tag if I wanted to, but I'm going to actually cover my lip of my envelope. So I have a gorgeous matching envelope for my card. And it doesn't matter that the design is going the opposite way. It's an envelope, but it looks nice. Like, you know, when you match your shoes to your pocketbook or handbag. It just looks nice. Okay. And there we have a matching envelope to that gorgeous card. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll think about this suite because it is well worth the money. I'm telling you, you got to check it out. Okay, so let me bring in the other cards, and while I'm doing that, you can let me know which one's your favorite. So there's the one we just did. This is the Z-fold card. We have the tags. We have the red. And of course, this one. You can zigzag that. You don't have to do everything in a bow. This one actually goes through those holes. Here we have the black and gold. And here we have the evening evergreen and gold. And then we have the very vanilla and gold with a splash of red. Let me know which one's your favorite. So thank you so much for tuning in. I also have a couple of things here. Maria Bastini, you won the last giveaway, okay? And I have put it out there. So you have until Friday to contact me with that giveaway, okay? I can only hold it for a week. And now I'm going to have another giveaway. So if you comment on my page, give me a thumbs up. This is YouTube. You know, if you comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, you're in the drawing. If you're on Facebook, definitely comment. Follow me on Facebook. And I'm going to be giving away another one of these, the Wonderful World stamp set. There's no paper to it, but it's a brand new stamp set. And I will get that out to you. Again, US only. I can't ship overseas. So let me know where you're from so I can, you know, put those names into the drawing. If I should pick your name and you are not in the US, I will send you a card gladly. So thank you for tuning in this evening. Have a great day. I'll be back here Friday morning with another video. Until then, keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.